nowadays, going into business, that's exactly what we do, isn't it? You sort of teach. Okay, no, I couldn't just walk into university and teach what I know.
You probably could.
Well, funny enough, my little bit of teaching story is that I finished my degree in 2016 at Plymouth College of Art, and I wanted to go and teach there. So I went to do a PGC, but I had to do a year. Well, I had to take out a year to do my GCSE Maths and English because I didn't have any equivalent. Because in Hungary, I took A-levels in all the different subjects.
Goodness sake.
So I had to do, well, that's kind of like the baseline for any teaching course is to have GCSE English and Maths. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I did that. Then I did my PGCE. By the time I came out at the other end and applied for jobs, or wanted to apply for jobs at Plymouth College of Art, it was no longer Plymouth College of Art. It became a university during those 2 years. And the absolute minimum was to have a master's.
Yeah.
But at that time, I wasn't ready, and then life
But
just
now
changed completely.
Now it's interesting. So I was teaching on a vocational degree. I taught on one of the very first PR degrees in the country that was kind of launched back, in what I want to say 1990, round about then. So it was a vocational degree. Yes, the first time I went to the library and I found a shelf full of books all about public relations. I was like, oh my goodness, many people have written about it. And it was great looking at them because I was thinking, oh, I have been doing this for the last 10 years, but I didn't really know. So I found that very exciting. So I always said I'm teaching the degree I would have liked to have done if I'd had the choice. If I'd known I was going into PR, that I would have done that degree. So that was great. But then what's happened is the value of practical experience has become less and less and less, and it's more devalued. So now, to get a lecturing job, you have to have a PhD. So you have
exactly.
Which means that you've probably done a degree, then you've done your master's, then you've done your PhD. So that's all of that in academia. At which time you're not really engaging with the real world at all. And academia, being an academic, is totally. It is on a different planet. So when Brexit happened, I just had this. I was just absolutely horrified. I couldn't believe it, and I thought I need to get out of this country. So I applied for jobs in Australia and New Zealand.
Oh gosh, okay, not even in
Europe.
Europe.
I just kind of thought, I need to get away. I need to get away.
And did you?
Well, I didn't. What was really interesting was I spoke to somebody. I'd applied for this job in Brisbane, and I had a conversation with the person who was doing it, and she went, yeah, I didn't even get an interview. I didn't even get an interview for that job. And she said, yeah, we had a long conversation about it because we use your textbook. We use your textbook on our course. We use your textbook.
So by now you've written
Yeah, I've
books.
written 2 PR textbooks.
So why wouldn't it have been good for you to actually teach that if they use your books?
So they used my textbook, right? But I only had a master's in PR. So I had a master's. I had 20 years of teaching PR. I had a master's. I'd written 2 textbooks. But that wasn't enough to get me an interview over people that might come directly and they were doing their PhD or had a PhD.
Oh, wow. Thank you for listening to New Business in Later Life with me, Ildiko Seely, where we say no to slowing down and yes to starting up. Loved what you've heard? Please share it, screenshot it, and tag me on socials. Let's show the world what thriving in later life really looks like and share with a friend who is ready for their next chapter. Please subscribe so you are always in the loop. And if you were ready to stop running on empty and start running on purpose, well, come join us. All the links are waiting in the show notes, including my guests' contacts, the Uncopreneurs Club, and the few tools and services I personally use in my business to help you thrive in yours. Until next time, refuel, refocus, reinvent.